okay. 6 guns blazing.
No. Skip the Johnny scene in the beginning. Just go straight to the front yard.
Fade in, interior front yard. A man walks out of the front door of his house, carrying a bucket, and walks to a water pump in his front yard. This is Jack. He pumps water into his bucket and looks out over the field by his house, then up to the sky. Jack is a haunted man of the past, and it shows on his face. Jack turns and walks back to the house. He stops and sees Lori, an Asian girl.
Shawnee Native American.
A Shawnee Native American girl in ladies' gunslinging outfit, leaning up against
Because
the
she is a
house.
gunslinger. It's not just an outfit.
With their arms crossed, she smiles.
Hey, stranger.
What are you doing here, Lori?
Johnny asked me to meet you guys here. Apparently he's in some kind of trouble.
Oh yeah, what kind? You can read Johnny, Chris.
What other kind is there?
Well, if it isn't crazy Johnny himself.
Who are you mixed up with this time, Johnny?
Well, hello to you too, Jack. It's Wilson. You paid me a lot of money to do a job, and I didn't do it.
What happened?
I got drunk and decided not to show up.
Great. Why don't you just give back the money?
I can't.
Why not?
I spend it on whores.
Ha!
I should have guessed.
Look, a man has his needs, alright?
So what's going on, Johnny?
They sent a lot of guys after me, and I don't have much time.
Chris, you're gonna make me laugh.
Johnny pulls a letter out of his coat. Jack walks up and takes it. I found this waiting for me when I got home. When I got home.
Huh. What's her name?
How should I know?
Ha!
Jack reads the letter. It says, 2 days, you know where. Bring the money. Last chance. I need your eye, Jack. My hands aren't what they used to be.
Yeah, well, my eye's not what it used to be either.
Well, everything over here is still what it used to be.
Told you, I don't do this kind of thing anymore.
You also told me you owed me for that time in Chattanooga, remember?
I haven't even held a gun in years, Johnny.
Good thing I held this for you. Johnny takes a pistol and throws it to the ground at Jack's feet. Jack looks at it. I can't do this without you and Lori. Jack, you're the only ones I can trust. Otherwise, I'm a dead man. Lori,
I'll be there.
I need your answer soon, Jack. I hate to ask this of you, but I have no choice. I'm running out of time. Johnny tips his hat to Lori and runs away. Jack watches him leave as Lori walks up behind him. She picks up the gun.
I haven't seen Lady Luck in a while.
I haven't either.
So, Jack, you got anyone else in there?
You can stay as long as you want, Lori, you know that.
He turns and faces her. She hands him the gun.
I learned a long time ago that you can't run from your past and you can't run from your friends. I'll take this in for you.
She picks up the bucket and walks back to the house. Jack looks down at the gun and turns it over in his hand. He looks out over the field. Interior Jack's house, night. A fire is going in the fireplace and Jack puts in another piece of wood. Lori walks up behind him.
Jack, what is it?
2 years ago, me and Johnny and some guys were pulling a train job in Tucson. I was already getting tired of the whole thing. I chased the Pinkerton into a car and heard a closet door slam. I opened the door, but there was a kid, maybe 8 years old, curled up in there, scared out of his mind. I had my finger on the trigger and I'd almost put a bullet in his head.
Lori looks shocked, opens her mouth to say something, but has no words.
Sorry. After that, I was done with everything. I gave Johnny Lady Luck for old time's sake and said goodbye. Didn't think I'd see him again. Or you either, for that matter.
He stands and faces her.
It's been a long time.
It was a long time ago.
She reaches up and runs a couple fingers along the gray hairs of his temple.
Where did all this come from?
Jack takes a hand off his head, but doesn't let go of it.
Laura, I'm sorry about what happened. I was a different person then.
Like you said, Jack, it was a long time ago. Things change, people change, but some things don't.
They look at each other for a moment. Jack turns away from her and looks into the fireplace. The fire is smothering. She pulled back to reveal Jack's gun, Lady Luck, in front of the fireplace, glowing in the reflected light of the burning embers. Jack looks at it for a moment. It's almost calling him. The phone is ringing.
Hang on a second.
Lori, Run, Jack.
I'm hungry.
Alright guys, I'll be right back.
Ah. Jack looks at it for a moment. It's almost calling him. Lori watches him as he picks it up slowly, feeling its weight. He slides his finger along the barrel. He runs his nose along the top of the barrel, eyes closed. He turns the gun over slowly, then flicks open the loading chamber. He slowly slides in the bullets. Then closes it again with a flick of his wrist. Jack spins the cylinder. Cut to Jack spinning the gun, then holstering it. Cut to him spinning it one way, then the other, holstering it. He draws it. Multiple close-ups of Jack drawing his gun. Match cut 2, exterior field day. Jack draws his gun again and fires over and over. Bottles and cans lined up on the fence shatter and fly. Jack holsters the gun. It's dawn. The sun's just coming up. Jack looks up at the sky. Lori walks out of Jack's house watching him. Jack draws his gun again and shoots some more bottles and cans. He turns and aims the can on the post, far away from him. He fires one shot and misses. He fires again and misses again. Jack can't see well enough to hit it. He tries. Again, no luck. Jack walks up to the can on the post, staring at it. Lori walks up behind him.
Are you okay?
I can't see. I'm still fast, but I can't see like I used to. I might not be any good to you.
Jack, look at me.
He turns and she touches his arms.
If you don't show up, it'll be fine. No one will blame you if you don't. Johnny and I can take care of ourselves. I won't blame you.
I would.
He turns and angrily shoots the can off the post, point blank. Exterior mountain day. We see a beautiful mountainside vista. Exterior, rock formation and day. Leaning up against the rocks, Crazy Johnny does some tricks with his gun. Wait.
It's so fun.
Careful, Johnny. You don't want to put a bullet in your face before Wilson's boys get their chance.
Johnny turns and sees Lori walking out of the woods, decked out in a dual 6-shooters on a gun belt and a rifle slung over her shoulder. That's my sassy lady. Jack follows her out of the trees and walks up to Johnny. I knew you'd be here.
Yeah, well, hopefully I'll still be here at the end of the day.
And on your feet.
She looks past them.
Here we go.
Jack and Johnny turn to see Curly and Baxter, Juice, Dingleberry, Flat Top, Short Change, Bobby, Shitface, Guido, and Tanner striding before them. They look mean and they mean business. Tanner grins. Well, Jack, I've seen you since.
I remember.
Good. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I assume you know why we're here.
There's no money.
No money. What'd you do, Johnny? Spend it all on whores?
Doesn't matter where the money is. I assume you won't want to walk away from here, so I think we should come up with some kind of understanding before it all goes south.
Tanner laughs.
Do you want to be bastards? Well, Jack, you see, it may not matter to you or me where the money is, but it matters very much
This is a cookie monster.
to the man who asked us to
Well,
have
read
a
it.
chat with Johnny here.
Yeah.
Personally, I don't carry the weight. I've already been paid. So I'd be just as happy to put the three of you in the ground.
Oh, look, between the three of us, we can get you your money and then some in a couple months. Go back and tell your boss that's how it has to be.
Chris, don't get me.
How's it has to be? Do you really think that's gonna be good enough? Wait, who's Tanner? Am I Tanner again?
Yeah, be all the people
All right.
except John.
Maybe you give us what you do will have as we'll say. If it has an acceptable proposition, or we kill you now and take it anyway.
Ha! Listen, you boys can either take our advice or not. But whatever you decide, you better do it quick before I lose my patience.
Okay, now hold on a second.
Are you really going to talk like that? If you're Jack?
Who, me?
Yeah, because you kind of, you know.
I can't shoot it. It's so
Yeah,
far away.
you're like,
My hands aren't what they used to be. Damn. I'm gonna go get some water now.
Sorry, I'm having trouble getting in the character with the crazy line readings.
Hey, the only one that was crazy was.
You felt like the Cookie Monster. I'm sorry, but you did.
Okay.
Alright, are we
Now,
still
this
gonna-
next part when I wrote this. Is when
Where's
he
this
says,
state?
what?
What state is this in?
I don't know, somewhere out in the west.
Oh, you didn't do any
Montana.
research, huh?
Montana, Oklahoma.
Anyways.
They never say what state it's in when they do like.
It's just
they
a random
speak
Western.
Westerns, yeah.
Alright, keep on.
Say,
Oh, my feet stink because I never wear socks with these shoes and they're wet, so I'm sorry.
I can't swim. Okay, so in this part, the bad guy, he says, "Tell your China girl to shut her mouth," and then Lori gets pissed and
Native
kills him.
American.
Right. Okay.
You can switch it that way.
Well, what's a
Tell y'all
what can we
Indian.
say?
Engine.
Engine.
Yeah.
Okay.
We can do China girl because lots of people in, for example, Missouri are ignorant and they think if you're any type of Asian, you're Chinese.
Yeah. See, that's exactly what I was saying.
I'm like, oh, I'm Korean. Oh, you're Chinese? Or my brother-in-law, he's Cambodian. Like, oh, is that New Mexico? And they're making a whole bunch of terrorist jokes.
Yeah, because I put that in there because in the time period people were very racist against Asian people.
Oh,
back
wait.
then, so.
Is this some sort of research?
So I think
Okay, I understand. I see it.
that they wouldn't have a problem.
I see it. They don't have a problem. I was just wondering.
So how do you feel? You think it's not? What would you recommend?
No, I think it's good. I think when you do the whole, the flashback, one, he's telling Lori about the whole kid thing. We should actually have like a kid and like make it seem very dramatic.
Yeah, I wanted to do
And
that.
like with very dark lighting to,
Mhm.
signify,
Yeah, that is how I wanted to do it. We were just thinking about the time constraints and whatnot, and that would be another.
Yeah, you have to not think so much and trust your judgment and instincts. Because we're not all gifted with the time.
What are you doing? What part of the movie do you think we could use this place for?
The walking scene?
The walking scene?
Yeah, the walking scene.
When is the walking?
Or when you guys are walking to the location.
This scene? I don't think so. I think we just show up. It's not really a walking scene. It's just, yeah, cool. This is like a horse trail. Hopefully there's no horse crap anywhere. Glasses on.
I was here like a day ago, and this wasn't here. This is brand new.
The hole?
Yeah. No, we're not shooting this. This is not a new movie. No, that's the deer. That's not the buck.
Look up like
Find the deer
5 feet, 6 feet.
and move over this way. Find the deer. Now zoom in. Right there.
Looks like a fox.
It's no fox. These.
Can you see the antlers?
Yeah. Do you see? Does a fox have antlers? I mean, we can go down there. It's not gonna hurt you.
Yeah, see, this would be perfect for the scene in the morning when he walks out of his house. We'll just shoot the stuff there at the house. This will be like his front yard. You know, it would be great. It'd be great if we could superimpose this like right outside the house. Like,
How do you want to do that?
paint around the house with green and then do that, and then have someone walk by behind me with the green sheet. We can go in and just paint the rest around it, and then just
It's a little hard.
work them together. So we'll just match the dialogue to when he's talking to Lori and Johnny. Get a shot from behind him, and then like that.
I mean,
little
even
post.
if you want to do something really cool, let's say you stand in here, right? It's got this on this side, this on this side. Exactly.
That would be pretty cool.
So you got,
Yeah,
and you
then,
can do like rolling
oh,
tricks.
dude, what would be awesome?
I can show you
so
rolling
let's say-
tricks.
Let's say we've got the shot where we show him practicing inside,
Right.
you know, drawing his gun, and it'll immediately go to him going like, he'll go, and then like,
But we do
and
the,
then he'll
we,
go like
we
this.
Do the,
see the post out there, and that'll be where he can't quite see it.
and we do the counter, the match action with the spinning of the gun. Are we gonna keep doing that?
Well, we're gonna match it with him drawing his gun,
Okay.
right?
All right.
And then he'll draw it, and he'll like go.
And he's
you know,
in the
bam,
field
bam, bam.
already.
Yeah, bam, 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 like bam, 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 and
I
then
think that will work really well if we do it correctly, like really good. Like he's spinning it, put it in the holster, spinning it, put it in the holster. So it's a close up of the holster, same
right.
close.
and
same
then we'll just
everything.
get a bunch of different shots of him drawing it, like a bunch of different like
in the house
angles.
and you
Yeah.
still think you're in the house, and then
Exactly.
one of them
And then
is
it-
switched to outside, and then it kind of zooms out, or dolly out would actually be better.
If we could do that.
Skateboard or something like that. Dolly out, which probably not with this ground.
Yeah.
Zoom out, and you get this. Now he's outside. Absolutely will blow people's minds.
Right. That's exactly the way I wrote it. Is that he's doing this, and it just matches on him drawing his gun. Oh, bam, 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 and then like this, right? Like right immediately goes to the post and can't see it, and then shoots it and misses it, and then he'll walk up to it. So that the can off the thing.
I don't even think it has to be like very like stretched out arm dramatic. I think we could play it off like it's just pissed. Like he's just
No,
he's
it's like
frustrated. Just like literally he walks by, like let's say he's talking and he wants to go back this way, right?
Well, his house is. Well, no, 'cause
Doesn't
it would
really
be
matter.
That way, his house will be back there.
And just this literal like he's standing here, he's just like he's talking, he's looking at the can, looking at the distance, right? He's talking to her and everything. And literally when he's like walking off, you see him do one of these.
Oh, I don't know, man. I don't know.
Not like,
like how
not
it-
behind his house.
I
not
like how it
behind.
punctuates his line. It's like, she says, "I wouldn't blame you," and he says, "I would." Bam, and then we get like a close up of the thing just like exploding, like, and you know, see him in
The bottle.
Yeah, or a can or whatever. It would be cool to get him in the shot with the.
That was still like scheduled.
No, it wasn't. I just forgot.
Kind of like he cares about the building, right? He cares about the plants. And he just goes. Now, isn't she with us? Sarah's in the shop too.
Thinking the general store would be good. That might be better.
Minus the sign.
Minus the open sign and minus the flyers.
Yeah, we'll just walk.
Well, I mean, if we're using my house as the interior,
Yeah,
I mean,
Jack is an old gunslinger, but he's amassed a decent amount of wealth.
yeah,
Now
he
he's
robbed a
retired.
stagecoach. He's robbed trains. He's robbed stagecoaches.
And now he's retired and just wants
Yeah.
to like live on his farm, and not be bothered by anybody.
I don't know. I think this would look good.
Well, where would he enter?
Yeah.
What would he do? This not good. That door certainly isn't opening with that lock on it. That handle's way too friggin' new. And it'll give him a decent looking house. I mean, we can use the general store, but from here, I mean, you got power lines in the back, you've got parking lot, we've got to move their information.
Well, if you put the camera down here, you can't really see the cars too well. Depends on how you frame it.
Like, I'll record this separately so we have the sound effect of, you know, and we can loop it depending on his pace. But the gravel, the rock just kind of gives it that western feel in a
Yeah. Well, I'm just thinking, he's supposed to be out, like on not really like a ranch, but like a, you know. Yeah.
I'm really gonna try to get those wireless mics, but if I can't, that's gonna suck balls.
The thing is that come around and like right in there. Oh, see here, let me see it.
I don't see a problem with this.
No, see, come here, look. It'll be too dark inside there. And too bright.
Oh yeah,
Out
we
there.
can throw up lights. It's not a problem.
Yeah. Is there a place to plug them in?
We're still gonna need a lot of close-ups.
Yeah.
If that's his jack.
Be more sad.
Or what?
Be more sad. You're.
It doesn't matter. We just get a person out the door. It's fine.
Uh,
Shoot some of the wide shots now of the exterior, and then it's just at a different frequency, so it's gonna be too loud. Like if we're talking like this, and let's just say, you know, he's Jack and I'm Johnny.
Yeah.
So go behind my shoulder as initial. John, you know,
Jack.
Shit.
What'd you do with the money, Johnny?
I spent it on whores. What do you think I do? Liquor and whores, bitch. I mean, how long have you known me?
I should have known.
I'll ask when I call this guy. When I call this guy,
Mm-hmm.
I'll see if I can get us in here.
Yeah, now how we could do that is we get the stuff for the fire.
Chris, let's go.
I'll give you that.
Do you have that footage that we got, that we shot in videography, any of the shorts that we did? Like on the hard drive? The scope is not working.
There we go.